As we round the bend, we're on the lookout for some pigs. Special pigs called babarusa. The word babarusa means pig deer in the Malay language, because the natives thought their tusks resembled deer antlers. Coming into a bamboo thicket, we're looking for two males today with tusks that erupt through their snout, back towards their eyes. Asia's version of Pumbaa. He's going to be walking to the left. The other one's going to be over on the right. They hail from the island of Sulawesi and are highly endangered. Now, if you didn't see the babarusa, have no fear. You can't miss our next lovely lady, as we're going to visit with Patty, our Asian elephant. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very important. Sit down. Patty is going to come over to the train to say hello to me. You are going to remain seated and quiet. Seated and quiet. If you remain seated and quiet, you're going to get the best view of an elephant you could possibly get from the monorail. We won't go into what happens if you don't. This lovely lady is Patty. Check out the eyelashes. It's not part of the script, but most people don't get this close. The first thing you'll notice about an elephant is her size. She weighs approximately 10,000 pounds. She eats fruits, vegetables, 200 pounds a day, and 60 gallons of water each day. The elephant's trunk is an incredible tool with over 40,000 muscles in it. That's more than the entire human body. It's got a finger like a appendage at the end. With it, she can pick up an egg without breaking it, or tear down a small tree with great force. And if you saw the Animal Planet show at the zoo, you know that twice a week she receives special baths and pedicure.
Elephant.
I thank you for your cooperation. It does not always go that smoothly. There's always that one child that jumps up and screams. And she runs off looking for it. We're now on the lookout for my favorite lady at the zoo. This is Callie, our great one-horned Indian rhino. You'll get a chance to see it when we get around the bend. She's right in that mud wallow. Many people describe a rhino's skin as armor-plated. It's actually very thin with lots of folds and needs protection from insect bites and the sun. To do this, she'll sit in the mud wallow, cover herself with mud, and this acts as a natural sunscreen and insect repellent. Look straight into the clearing to the left. First thing you'll see is her backside.
In the water.
Right there.
Rhino.
Callie tips the scales of near 3,500 pounds, but can achieve speeds close to 40 miles per hour. Despite this fact, rhinos are endangered for their horn, which in some cultures is said to have medicinal purposes. With under 2,000 rhinos remaining in the wilds of India and Nepal, we're very fortunate to care for 4 of these endangered creatures. Caring for rhinos is one thing, breeding's quite another. We're the luckiest zoo in the USA. We've had 16 rhino births here at Bronx, and he was our first 1986. Our latest is Patrick, 2021. As we drop down into the valley, we get extremely close to fences and trees. So once again, sit back, keep all body parts, camera parts, anything you ever want to see again, inside the train. Asia is the continent with the largest number of deer species, as well as deer diversity, as you'll see in this next and largest exhibit of the Wild Asia Monorail. Of course, the more room you give animals to roam, the harder you have to look for them. Unless it's quitting time and they're all lined up to go in for the night, so I'll do the best I can. As we enter the clearing, you're going to see two circular fences inside the exhibit. The little deer around those fences are hog deer, not baby deer, fully grown. They get their name because they're short and heavy like hogs, run like hogs, creep and crawl under things rather than over them like their deer cousins. As you can see from the male's antlers, that's as big as that little deer will get. They're called hog deer.
Wow! Bye! Bye, Dad. Bye. Bye.
Center of the exhibit you'll find is right upstream. To the right of that stream, well, to the left of that stream are more hog deer. To the right of that stream, the large chocolate-colored deer are the sandbar deer, the largest deer in southern Asia. Males stand 5.5 feet at the shoulder and can weigh up to 650 pounds. They'll have 3 bars on each antler with 3 points on each bar. The tan animals with the black and white markings on their hooves are the nilgai antelope, largest antelope in Asia. The word nilgai means blue bull in the Hindi language, as males will have a blue-gray coat upon maturity. Finding a little spotted deer by the tree is a Formosan Sika deer in the island of Taiwan, formerly known as Formosa. They were hunted in near extinction in the 1970s and can only be found in national parks and zoos. We're being held here due to train traffic ahead of us. We should be moving shortly. When we cross the double fence, we're on the lookout for China's tufted deer. These little elusive deer get their name from a tuft of hair on their head where their antlers should be. Fully grown, less than 40 pounds, they can be very difficult to spot if they're not moving. They're also one of 2 animals on the monorail that have what we call free access, meaning they decide when they come out and when they do not. And on a beautiful day like this, they usually do not. Come back in October, they love the cold weather. Usually right after I say that, I'll find 1 or 2 here at the end. They're extremely rare into outside China. We're lucky to have them. Peep through the trees, you'll see Patty again. Can't hide an elephant. Right there. We're now crossing back over the Bronx River. At over 23 miles long, this freshwater river is home to fish, ducks, turtles, geese, and migrating birds. WCS realizes how important it is to maintain the Bronx River and Greenway, both as a healthy environment for wildlife and for Bronx residents to enjoy. Once we've successfully crossed the river for the 2nd time, we're in the rocky Himalayas, the perfect environment for mountain goats. The shaggy goat here on the corner with the triangular horns is a Himalayan tar. If we wanted to study tar in the wild, we'd have to do some serious mountain climbing. And the little guys are baby markhor. Baby goats are called kids. We have 10 kids on exhibit today, so keep your eyes peeled. They're all between the ages of 4 and 6 weeks old. Those are baby markhor.
Here's Hagul.
Right there by the tree. The male's on the center rock there with the impressive beard and spiral horns. They can reach up to 5 feet in length. Now we're going to pass a Y-shaped tree. So close to the train you can touch it, but please don't. Look into the tree behind it, just below eye level. And this is Linus, our red panda. Here's the Y-shaped tree. There's Linus. Red panda. The word panda means bamboo eater. That's how he gets his name. He's actually a relative of skunks, raccoons, and weasels. In Nepal, his name is Hun-Ho, which means fire fox. And if you saw the movie Kung Fu Panda, Master Shifu was a red panda. The red panda was known to the Western world years before the black and white panda. The only thing they have in common is an insatiable appetite for bamboo. On your next visit to the Bronx Zoo, be sure to visit the Himalayan islands, where we have more red pandas and our snow leopards. Last 3 cars, you're passing the Y-shaped tree now. As we wind our way down the hill, our tour is sadly coming to an end. But I'd like to tell you a little bit more about us. The Wildlife Conservation Society manages 5 parks in the New York City area. The Bronx Zoo, Central Park Zoo, Queens Zoo, Prospect Park Zoo, and the New York Aquarium on Coney Island. We also manage over 300 scientists in 60 countries throughout the world. We're working hard to save wildlife in wild places. You being here today helps us to do just that, and for that we thank you. We have a train at the platform ahead of us loading passengers. While we're waiting, we'll play the elephant tape that we didn't have time to play in the elephant exhibit.
WCS works in the field with both African and Asian elephants. Here is a note from our field scientists who work with Asian elephants.
My name is Dani Gunaryadi, and I'm the Elephant Conservation Coordinator for WCS Indonesia. The first time I saw a Sumatran elephant, I thought, this is a magnificent creature. They will be safe because they are so big. But the truth is, they have declined 50% since the 1980s. Even though rats and insects cause more damage to crops than elephants, because the elephant is so huge, psychologically, it seems more threatening. So when there is conflict, the farmers poison the elephants. In response, we created a crop protection unit to mitigate conflict and send the elephants back into the park. And it's been a huge success. Since we started in 2003, no elephants and no people have been killed.
And that's the story we heard back at the huts with the chili powder on the ropes. Please note that while the Bronx Zoo closes at 5 o'clock today, all live animal exhibits closed at 4:30. So thank you for choosing us as your last live animal exhibit. On behalf of the Wildlife Conservation Society, the Bronx Zoo, and the entire Monorail family, my name is Matthew. I've been your driver and tour guide. I thank you for joining me aboard the Wild Asia Monorail. Our animals are always in different places doing different things, so come back and visit us often. And soon. Please remain seated till the train comes to a complete and final stop and the doors have opened. Remember, there's a step up for people in the front row, step down for people in the back row. Please watch your step as you exit the monorail car. First 6 cars exit to your right, last 2 cars exit to your left. Lucky car B6, you go straight out the gate. Train's about to stop, doors about to open, only one thing left to do. Thunderous applause! Enjoy the rest of your day here at the beautiful Bronx Zoo. Standing ovations are not allowed. It's a long platform. Sit down.